Hello. The theme of today's video is that decisions based in scarcity don't pay dividends. Decisions based in scarcity don't pay dividends. So what I mean by this is when we make a choice from a place of, I better do this quick because I don't know the next time, or I should accept this job because I'm worried when the next one might come, etc. You get the gist. I think this is especially important right now because collectively I think we feel instability in the world. Things are changing really quickly with AI and in the geopolitical space. And I think a lot of young people, a lot of people full stop, are sort of trying to figure out how to be effective in the world. And I think that's going to lead to lots of people making decisions from fear rather than love. And that's fine, no shade on that. Just the thing I would like to point our attention to is that fear is a state of mind. Like, our sense of scarcity is a state of mind, and it comes and goes. And at some point in time where we may feel like we really have to make a choice, let's say a career choice, because we're fearful about our money situation or what our family might think of us, or whatever that is for you. A week later, 2 weeks later, 3 months later, 6 months later, at some point in the future, you won't have that fear anymore. It will have faded. And therefore, you're left with this decision of, I chose this thing in response to something that wasn't real in an objective sense. Like, it was subjectively real for you at the time, but it has gone. And so wherever we can, if we can get ourselves into more grounded, loving, peaceful states, when we find decisions from those places, they are much, much, much more likely to be aligned to where we authentically want to be as people. And so my encouragement today in this video is try to tune into your heart. If you're making a decision about something important this week, really question yourself, like, how much of this is coming from love because it's a hell yes, my body is saying yes, that I really want to do this? Or how much of it is coming from like a rationalization or a, yeah, this makes sense, you know? I think if we look, the two things feel very different. And if we're feeling scarcity, I would just say we can be patient and see if it dissipates and see if a different answer presents itself over time. Yeah, I think that could be enough. A former coach of mine gave me this practice once for anyone who's conscientious, high achievers here. To basically think about a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is complete fear and scarcity and 10 is complete love and abundance. Like, how a decision might feel at each rung on that number chain. And that helped me put into perspective that lots of my yeses were actually maybes that existed in the kind of 5 and 6 and 7 number. Personally, you know, and a 10 I would say even an 8 probably has an all, like a hell yes in the body. And a 10 probably gets to this like absolutely visceral, like, hell yes, I must do this. This is exactly what I'm good at, and it's exactly what the world needs. I must do this. And so yeah, just tuning into that can be helpful. Because if we start making our yeses more of those like 8s and 9s, I feel like they're more likely to be aligned with who our higher self is trying to become. So, yeah, to recap, decisions made from scarcity rarely pay dividends. At some point, the scarcity goes away, and then the decision doesn't generally feel as aligned as we need. And so a tool for making more aligned decisions is being tuned into what is a hell yes in our body, and trying to make decisions towards things we genuinely and legitimately love and want to create. And then the last thing I would say is, I think in this climate of collective instability, if you are able to be that kind of outlier, or this kind of source of love who can step into your hell yes decisions, I think it's very likely you're going to create something meaningful in this world. And so I encourage you to do so. Much love.